KALB. This is a First Alert Storm Center update.
Welcome back and thank you for joining us this evening. We now have a severe thunderstorm warning that does include portions of central Louisiana. I do want to take note real quick that the northern part of this line is really what appears to be the strongest. Areas south do appear to be weakening, but it's still something we're going to be keeping an eye on nonetheless. I'm going to reset our view here real quick so I can show you things a little bit better, also kind of switch things over to the Shreveport radar, as it should also kind of give us a better view. So this new severe thunderstorm warning clips most of Wynn Parish and the northern half of Natchitoches Parish. That warning is now in effect through about 11:15 this evening. The Weather Service giving this a considerable tag, as winds up to 70 miles per hour will be possible with this storm. I also want to switch things over real quick to a mode that we call velocity, which should give us a good kind of estimation of what the winds are looking like. You'll notice these pink and yellow colors here. Those are where the most strongest intense winds will be within this storm. And I'll also zoom this in a little closer. We can get some estimates on what radar is estimating these wind speeds being. So these strong winds are going to be pushing into northern portions of Natchitoches Parish pretty soon. Should impact areas like Goldana, should stay just to the north of Pleasant Hill, but are currently moving through areas like Coshada and Hall Summit. So kind of giving you an estimate of what the radar is picking up of these winds. I'm going to sample these in the strongest part of the storms. There's those low 70 mile per hour winds currently moving pretty close to Natchitoches Parish. So once again, winds 60 to 70 miles an hour. So as you can see by that velocity reading, going to be moving through northern portions of Natchitoches Parish pretty soon, and eventually down the line into Wynn Parish. We'll be watching these very closely behind the scenes. The threat, though, for southern portions of central Louisiana, though, looking like it'll be decreasing, as the southern part of that line is a little bit weaker than it was a little earlier. Since midnight tonight, we've already picked up anywhere from a few hundredths of an inch of rain to close to a quarter of an inch of rain in some areas. So we are expecting more rainfall as that line starts to move through the region, and I'll give you an updated look at those totals a little bit later in the evening. Temperatures right now are pretty comfortable across central Louisiana. A lot of us are going to be sitting in the mid to upper 70s, so it is a pretty comfortable evening. But with those storms arriving, you will want to go ahead and move indoors, even if those storms are not quite at severe limits. Your weather planner here over the next few hours shows that rain moving out just in time for your morning commute. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s to start your day off tomorrow, but with a little bit of sun in the mix, we'll be in the low 80s by mid-morning. The only thing I really have to give you the first alert for as you head out the door on that Monday morning commute is patchy fog. Visibility is likely reduced anywhere from about 2 to 4 miles across central Louisiana. Those visibility significantly improved by the 9 to 10 o'clock hour. Other than that, I do want to show you Futurecast, and as you just saw, it showed nothing moving through tonight. Models haven't had a great handle on things the past few weeks, but tomorrow morning, I do think we are going to start things off on a dry note. It's tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening that we're going to have to watch for maybe another round of showers and storms to move through central Louisiana. I wouldn't be so focused on the timing and the placement of these storms. I do want to drive home the point, though. It's going to be important to remain weather aware. All of central Louisiana is under at least a marginal risk, which is a level 1 of 5 on the severity scale. When Natchitoches, Sabine Parish, those same areas seeing those stronger storms this evening, under that level 2 slight risk for tomorrow. No matter if you're in the level 1 or the level 2, it is important to stay weather aware. The tornado threat tomorrow pretty low for the northern half of central Louisiana. The hail risk also pretty low. That slight risk is introduced for those northwestern parishes, as there's a more elevated threat for those in that northwestern corner of central Louisiana. Your lows tonight are going to be in the low 70s, pretty comfortable overall. But once again, with those storms, you will want to be indoors for most of the night. Those highs tomorrow warming back up into the upper 80s and low 90s. I am finally ready for a taste of summer once again and some good pool weather. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. You'll see low 90s are with us for most of the week, with upper 80s returning by the second half of next weekend.
And so you said it before we came, well, we said it before we came out here, that if we bite the bullet tomorrow, we'll be clear.
Yes, once we get through tomorrow, things are looking a lot better for the rest of the week. Isolated chances for rain in the afternoon, but really we're settling into more of that summertime pattern where if we see rain, it'll be very hit and miss.
I'm ready for it.
Me too.
Thanks, Jake.